So hello everyone and welcome back to Morrowind here on Twitch or later on in YouTube as well. Last time around we joined the Telvanni house and I guess we could be going and continuing doing some of the work for them still. There was at least that one mission of going and actually taking the one shirt to the one Telvanni individual or some such. So we are in the Telvanni House Council, yes, just on the downstairs. I guess I read some books, or some book at the very end too. As such, I guess I could even read another book. I think it was this one, yeah. 2920. Just a round paper.
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
Would we have any books that we might actually wish to be reading in the meantime for the start of today? Let's at least have a look. As such, I don't think that I've ever read The Hope of the Redoran yet. As such, it's not like we're gonna be exactly joining Redoran House, but we possibly could be reading the book nonetheless. Breathe in Water, I have not read either, I'm pretty sure. I probably haven't read that either. This, of course, I haven't read, but I'm kind of waiting if I will find more of this book series. Maybe. Grasping Fortune. Or the Neravan stuff, of course, we have read. Two of these books. Okay, let's go and read Breathe in Water for the start of the stream. Alteration skill even improved. Well, after all, Breathe in Water is a spell in alteration. So let's see. It is quite a long book, so this will take a while to go and read. So, Breathe in Water by Haliel Murm. He walked through the dry, crowded streets of Palvel, glad to be among so many strangers. In the farms of Vivek, he had no such anonymity. They knew him to be a smuggler, but here, he could be anyone. A lower-class peddler, perhaps? A student, even? Some people even pushed against him as he walked past, if to say, "We would not dream of being so rude as to acknowledge that you don't belong here." Serene Relas was not in any of the taverns, but he knew she was somewhere, perhaps behind a tenement window or poking around in a dunghill for an exotic ingredient for some spell or another. He knew little of the ways of the sorceresses, but that they always seemed to be doing something eccentric. Because of this prejudice, he nearly passed by the old dumber woman having a drink from a well. It was too prosaic, but he knew from the look of her that she was Serene Relas, the great sorceress. "I have gold for you," he said to her back, "if you will teach me the secret of breathing water." She turned around, a wide, wet grin stretched across her withered features. "I ain't breathing it, boy. I'm just having a drink." "Don't mock me," he said stiffly. "Either you're Serene Relas, and you will teach me the spell of breathing water, or you aren't. Those are the only possibilities. If you're going to learn to breathe water, you're going to have to learn. There are more possibilities than that, boy. The School of Alteration is all about possibilities. Changing patterns, making things be what they could be. Maybe I ain't Serene Relas, but I can teach you how to breathe water." She wiped her mouth dry. "Or maybe I am Serene Relas and I won't. Or maybe even I can teach you to breathe water, but you can't learn." "I'll learn," he said, simply. "Why don't you just buy yourself a spell of water breathing or a potion over at the Mage's Guild?" she asked. "That's how it's generally done." "They're not powerful enough," he said. "I need to be underwater for a long time. I'm willing to pay whatever you ask. but I don't want any questions. I was told you could teach me. What's your name, boy? That's a question, he replied. His name was Tarian Vinlot, but in Vivek they called him Tall Man. His job, such as it was collecting a percentage of the loot from the smugglers when they came in the harbor to bring to his boss in the Kamonnatong. Of the value of that percentage, he earned another percentage. In the end, it was very small indeed. He had scarcely any gold of his own, and what he had, he gave to the Serine Relas. The lessons began that very day. The sorceress brought her pupil, who she simply called Boy, out to a low sandbank along the sea. I will teach you a powerful spell for breathing water, she said, but you must become a master of it. As with all spells and all skills, the more you practice, the better you get. Even that ain't enough. To achieve true mastery, you must understand what it is you're doing. It ain't simply enough to perform a perfect thrust of a blade. You must also know what you are doing and why. That's common sense, said Tarian. Yes, it is, said Serine, closing her eyes. But the spells of alteration are all about uncommon sense. The infinite possibilities, breaking the sky, swallowing space, dancing with time, setting ice on fire, believing that the unreal may become real. You must learn the rules of the cosmos and then break them. That sounds very difficult, replied Tarian, trying to keep a straight face. Serine pointed to a small silver fish darting along the water's edge. They don't find it so. They breathe water just fine. But that's not magic. What I'm saying to you, boy, is that it is. For several weeks, Serine drilled her students, and the more he understood about what he was doing and the more he practiced, the longer he could breathe underwater. When he found that he could cast a spell for as long as he needed, he thanked the sorceress and bade her farewell. There is one last lesson I have to teach you, she said. You must learn that desire is not enough. The world will end your spell no matter how good you are, and no matter how much you want it. That's a lesson I'm happy not to learn, he said, and left at once for the short journey back to Vivek. The farms were much the same, with all the same smells, the same sounds, and the same characters. His boss had found a new tall man. He learned from his mates. They were still looking out for the smuggler ship Morrowind, but they had given up hope of ever seeing it. Tarian knew they would not. He had seen it sink from the far a long time ago. And hello, 472, and welcome to Morrowind. Hopefully you have had a good week, and at least thus far no one else has said anything here in the chat, so you may be the first one. Well, Jim Jim immediately then responding when I'm saying that. But hello Jim Jim as well, and hopefully you have had also a good weekend, and welcome to the stream. How are the both of you doing? And I'm reading a book about breathing water, so this fellow just learned the spell breathing water from a very interesting sorceress, and traveled back to Vivek, and he used to be a smuggler / tall man in Vivek. And I guess he wanted to learn to breathe water so that he would be able to get to this ship Morrowind, which had not arrived to the Farf, but rather sank before it. Aw, terrible cold still. That's sad, Jim Jim. Ah, you're here, but you never said hey, Jim Jim. Well, at least it's a okay week. And yeah, I hope you definitely get better from the cold, for sure. Yeah, it's good that you're feeling better. For sure. Okay, I shall continue. On a moonless night, he cast his spell and dove into the thrashing purple waves. He kept his mind on the world of possibilities, that books could sing, that green was blue, that the water was air, that every stroke and kick brought him closer to a sunken ship filled with treasure. He felt magic surge all around him as he pushed his way deeper down. Ahead, he saw a ghostly shadow of the Morrowind, its mast billowing in a wind of the deep water currents. He also felt his spell begin to fade. He could break reality long enough to breathe water all the way back up to the surface, but not enough to reach the ship. Break reality long enough to breathe water all the way back up to the surface, but not enough to reach the ship. The next night, he dove again, and this time the spell was stronger. He could see the vessel in detail, clouded over and dusted in the sediment, the wound in its hull where it had struck the reef, a glint of gold beckoning from within. But still, he felt reality closing in, and he had to surface. The third night, he made it into the steerage, past the bloated corpses of the sailors, nibbled and picked apart by wish, their glassy eyes bulging, their mouths stretched open. Had they only known the spell, he thought briefly, but his mind was more occupied by the gold scattered along the floor. The boxes that contained them shattered. He considered scooping as much as he could carry into his pockets, but a sturdy iron box seemed to bespeak more treasures. On the wall was a row of keys. He took each down and tried it on the locked box, but none opened it. One key, however, was missing. Talion looked around the room. Where could it be? His eyes went to the corpse of one of the sailors, floating in a dance of death not far from the box. His hands tightly clutched in something. It was a key. When the ship had begun to sink, this sailor had evidently gone for the iron box. Whatever was in it had to be very valuable. Talion took the sailor's key and opened the box. It was filled with a broken glass. He rummaged around until he felt something solid and pulled out 2 flasks of some kind of wine. He smiled as he considered the foolishness of the poor alcoholic. This was what was most important to the sailor, out of all the treasure in the Morrowind. Then, suddenly, Talion Winlot felt reality. He had not been paying attention to the grim, tireless advance of the world on his spell. It was fading away, his ability to breathe water. There was no time to surface. There was no time to do anything. As he sucked in, his lungs filled with gold, briny water. A few days later, the smugglers working on the wharf came upon the drowned body of the former tollman. Finding a body in the water in Vivek was not in itself noteworthy, but the subject that they discussed over many bottles of Flynn was how did it happen that he drowned with 2 potions of water breathing in his hands. If only he had known that he had 2 potions of water breathing in his hands, but it was no alcohol at all, it was water breathing potions. And yeah, damn it, reality, get out of here. Hello, morjesta, Satentenho. Welcome to the stream as well. That is quite a punchline. That is kind of a funny ending for a book about breathing water, to be honest. And hopefully you have had indeed a good week as well, Satentenho, now that we haven't actually chatted that much right now. So, nonetheless, and funny enough a book, especially at the very end there. Very much so, and as does the person who teach him the spell of water magic did say that the reality would come to him at some point. Yeah, that's a lesson that I'm happy not to learn is there is one last lesson I have to teach you, she said. You must learn that desire is not enough. The world will end your spell no matter how good you are, and no matter how much you want it. And so it did. And same old, same old. Alrighty, and good evening to you as well, Tajunta, hyvää iltaa. Hyvää iltaa ja tervetuloa. Give a little bit more Finnish. So, breathing water, red. Running a little late. Yeah, well, that's okay. I might not be streaming that long today, but we'll see how long I shall be going on with this. I'm pretty sure I didn't read this either yet. These I definitely have written, these complete nothing books. I should sell them. They mean nothing. Okay, I hadn't even looked into this before. So definitely haven't read it yet. And yeah, hopefully you are doing well, Tajunta. As well. 11 pages, sure. Let's read this still. So, not sure how this is supposed to be said, but okay. Shimarvadium. Shimarvadium. Maybe. Ancient Tales of the Tumor, Part 6. It's Part 6. I don't know if we find more of the Ancient Tales of the Tumor. Regardless. By Marobarsul. After many battles, it was clear who would win the war. The Shimer had great skills in magic and platery, but against the armored battalions of the Tumor, clad in the finest shielding wrought by Nakko, there was little hope of their ever winning. In the interest of keeping some measure of peace in the land, Sovin the warlord agreed to a truce with the Karenitil, Parif the Beast. In exchange for the disputed lands, Sovin gave Parif a mighty golem, which would protect the Shimer's territory from the excursions of the northern barbarians. And yeah, a shame that you have the gold. Indeed, oh man. Parif was delighted with his gift and brought it back to his camp, where all his warriors caved in awe at it. I'm kind of feeling that the golem might be like the horse of Trojan horse. Trojan horse. Trojan hevonen. Sparkling gold in hue, it resembled a Tumor cavalier with a proud aspect. To test its strength, they placed the golem in the center of an arena and flung magical bolts of lightning at it. Its agility was such that a few of the bolts struck it, but of course a golem actually can move. It had the wherewithal to pivot on its hips to avoid the brunt of the attacks without losing its balance. Feet firmly planted on the ground. A fold of fireballs followed, which the golem aptly dodged, bending its knees and its legs to spin around the blast. The few times it was struck, it made certain to be hit in the chest and waist, the strongest parts of its body. The troops cheered at the sight of such an agile and powerful creation. With it leading the defense, the barbarians of Skyrim would never again successfully raid their villages. They named it Shimarva Medium, the hope of the Shimer. Interesting. Parif has the golem brought to his chambers with all his house tains. There they tested Shimarvadium future, its strength, its speed, its resilience. They could find no flaw with its design. Imagine when the naked barbarians first meet this on one of their raids, loved one of the house tains. It is only unfortunate that it resembles a tumor instead of one of our own, mused Karentiel Parif. It is revolting to think that they will have a greater respect for our other enemies than us. I think we should never accept the peace turns that we did, said another, one of the most aggressive of the house tains. Is it too late to surprise the warlord Stovin with an attack? It is never too late to attack, said Parif, but what of his great armored warriors? I understand, said Barik's spymaster, that his soldiers always wake at dawn. If we strike an hour before, we can catch them defenseless before they've had a chance to paint, let alone don their armor. If we capture their armor at Nakko, then we too would know the secrets of the blacksmithery, said Barif. Let it be done. We attack tomorrow, an hour before dawn. So they just made peace with the tumor, and then they immediately after they even receive a gift like this, they just, nah, we actually want to be going into battle again. We should never have accepted that peace offer to begin with. 7 streamers of yours that you follow are actually streaming at the same time, Dayunda. That is quite a few. That is quite a few. So it was settled. The Shimer army marched at night and swarmed into the tumor camp. They were relying on Simarfa Medium to lead the first wave, but it malfunctioned and began attacking the Shimer's own troops. Added to that, the tumor were fully armored, well-rested, and eager for battle. The surprise was turned, and most of the high-ranking Shimer, including Carentiel Parif, the beast, were captured. That was quite clever from the tumor. Though they were too proud to ask, Sovins explained to them that he had been warned of their attack by a call-in by one of his men. "What man of yours is in our camp?" sneered Barif. Simarva Medium, standing erect by the side of the captured, removed its head. Within its metal body was Nakko, the armorer. Nakko itself, the person who crafts these great metal, well, also Simar Medium, was actually there. I must say that it's a little bit like a Trojan horse, in a sense. A tumor child of 8 can create a golem, he explained, but only a truly great warrior and armorer can pretend to be one. That is funny, kind of. Can pretend to be one. And yeah, Friday night is a streaming night for a lot of people, for sure. So, publisher's note. This is one of the few tales in this collection which can actually be traced to the tumor. The wording of the story is quite different from older versions in Altmeris, but the essence is the same. Simarva Medium may be the tumor Schmurstrodidams. This word occurs several times in the plans of tumor armor and animunculi, but its meaning is not known. It is almost certainly not Hope of the Shimer, however. Certainly not. Not Hope of the Shimer. The tumor were probably the first to use heavy armors. It is important to note how a man dressed in armor could fool many of the Shimer in this story. So it was just a man in armor all along, mayhap, and was able to then pretend to be actually just a mechanical construction. And yes, very easy names. I have easy time trying to read this. Also, note how the Shimer warriors react. When this story was first told, armor that covered the full body must have still been uncommon and new, whereas even then, tumor creations like golems and centurions were all known. In a rare, scholarly moment, Marobar Sul leaves a few pieces of the original story intact, such as parts of the original line in Altmeris. A tumor of 8 can create a golem, but an 8 of tumor can become 1. 8 of tumor can become 1. Another aspect of this legend that scholars like myself find interesting is the mention of the calling. In this legend, and in others, there is a suggestion that the tumor race, as a whole, had some sort of a silent and magical communication. There are records of the psychic order which suggest they too share this secret. Whatever the case, there are no documented spells of calling. The Surendil historian Borgusilius Malier first proposed this as a solution to the disappearance of the tumor. He had theorized that in the 1E668, the tumor enclaves were called together by one of the powerful philosopher's sorcerers, Gakrak, in some documents, to embark on a great journey, one of such sublime profundity that they abandoned all their cities and lands to join the quest to foreign climes as an entire culture. Kind of unlikely, at least that one tumor has been left behind, if that would be the case. So that would be the one cure blight one to Telvos. What else do we have? That we did. A mage ring and a thief ring. Divide viewer gave me a message. And it was, yes, everything of this has been done. This is the one that I was especially thinking about. This would be in Tel Pranora. You would have to find Tel Pranora to be able to take those new clothes to that specific individual. At least we can start to be heading up. There's no need to be staying up here or down here to begin, really, rather than up. But
May I help you?
I don't know. May you? So this is just the Satchitmora door, and this was the Telvanni Council house. I don't remember what was up here to begin, actually. I guess I could be going and having a look. I don't recall. Archmagister chambers. Only the Archmagister of the House Telvanni may enter this door. This may be anyway something that the Telvanni mod added, because then you could actually be in a lot higher position in the Telvanni. And this is in the higher area of this Telvanni council room. This is kind of a nice area nonetheless, like it seems very much indeed magical when all of these crystals are around, growing this tree house, this council house here. Mouth door. Also probably something indeed that would belong into that mod. At least I don't remember this specifically in any way, so probably, possibly.
Is there something I can do for you?
Not really. Thank you for asking, I guess. Then, I don't remember where exactly Tel Pranora would be, but either we can go and start trying to find that location mayhap, or maybe we should be trying to go somewhere else. We'll see. I just know the camps here. I don't see where Tel Pranora would be. It's somewhere around here. The question just happens to be where. We can try the ship. Where would the ship be taking us? It might be that one of the ships would take us into Tel Pranora or something like that. Oh, my week is all a-okay. A little bit tired, which is the reason that I was thinking that might not have that long of a stream. But otherwise totally fine. Had a pretty okay week. Done a lot of work at least with the episodes as well, which I do plan to still work more for later on. Well, maybe even this evening, but definitely this weekend, so that I can get more Dragon Age and everything done to get more episodes ready. And in the YouTube too. Yes, of course we have all of this stuff that I would need to be going and actually selling someday. Someday. What was the potions actually that I needed to cure blight? I guess I should try to actually buy those cure blight potions somewhere. 3 potions of cure blight. I don't know who would sell.
From where do you hail?
Well, I don't know. Somewhere far away. Cure blight. You definitely don't have cure blight. As such, there was some alchemist around here, or herbalist. Thank you, Visineko, for sharing my channel as well.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Don't be on my way. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. Have to be looking around. I don't recall exactly where that place might have been. It was somewhere here. At least, I think this was at least one of the type of shops, but I think there was some other location too that had more, maybe, potions and the like. This at least has some. Would you have any cure? Blight. Was it blight? No, just like, I have to make sure it was actually, yeah, cure blight. So, wrong button. Potter. Well, I do hope that it goes over soon. That flu that you have, Chim Chim. Overdosed on the sleeping even is kind of bad though. Actually pretty perfect. I immediately happened to go into a spot where there's the cure blight potions, so sure. Let's just buy those. And let's do a quick save. Even if really like book reading doesn't take any actual progress, it's, well, to be honest, I need to still click into those at least, so that we get the skill upgrades, but otherwise... Let's just go and see if we could be sailing away. Mayhap. There's a boat, but where do the boats take us? Sales riders are not here, at the very least. Occasional jumps. Hello, sir.
Speak, traveler.
I would like to travel to Tel Peranora, yes. Thank you very much. That would, to be honest, I need to go to Tel Mora too. It was one of the places, right? I needed to Tel Vos, not Tel Mora. That's a shame. Well, then Tel Peranora it is. Yeah, Tel Peranora. Take us to Tel Peranora. I do not recall how Tel Peranora looked like.
I'm waiting.
Hello. Where can you take me? Molokmar, Satrich, Mora, Ebonhard, and Vivek. Alrighty. Let's see, where are we on the map? Oh, we are on this island. I certainly did not recall that Tel Peranora was all the way over here. But, yeah, it's not like I could be remembering all of this. Anyways, let's go and take the new clothes to that one mistress, so to speak, of this place. And the lovely music of Morrowind. I do love this architecture nonetheless of these houses and these gates, certainly. I wonder why they are in this shape, like almost like a sun, with all of the rays, sun rays, going from it, maybe. Then it's just a question, where do I need to go to actually get to the person I need to find? Which is an excellent question. Lower tower is probably not where she would be though. They usually are on the upper levels, always. At least from what I recall. Upper tower. Let's try to go into here, I'd say. That's a lot of X, or these kind of shapes. It looks like Puama X, but I don't know. What are they supposed to be exactly? Like, definitely a lot of X. Is this person an egg collector? I don't know. What do you guys make of this? This is an egg room. Hello.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Rendas. Easter? Maybe. It's pretty accurate. It's Easter right now. Easter arrives in Morrowind. Totally. So it seems. I'm Multroni Renas, and you're in Tel Peranora, Telvan settlement. Mr. Serrana, a sorcerer of the Telvanni Council, lives in this tower. Are you here for someone in particular? Yeah, kinda. Well, that doesn't tell me that much. I should be able to find Multuroni Renda's Mr. Serrana here somewhere. Is our lady sorceress. Yes, but where is she exactly? Somewhere in here. Yes, but where? Moon and Star. I guess I could be asking about that ring after all. It is the ring that Neravar was supposed to be having. So we can ask about that. Oh, and hello Visineko, welcome to the stream. And thank you for sharing the channel too. Yeah, and Easter celebration, definitely. And hopefully you have had a good week. I'm here for the Easter bunny. Totally. So, the enchanted ring called Moon and Star, or One Clan under Moon and Star, as the Icelanders call it, was forged for the hero Neravar by one of the Twoomer sorcerer's priests, Cochranach Smiths, and blessed by the Teatral Lord Asura. The ring gave Neravar supernatural powers of persuasion and indisputable proof of identity, since any other who tried to wear the ring would be killed instantly. Neravarine. The Icelanders have a prophecy that one day the reincarnation of the legendary hero Neravar will unite the Dahmer against the invaders and restore the ancient dark elven nation. But the tribunal temple says profane superstition. Yes. So it seems, but yes. Like Visineko. We came into this type of a room. There's like a alley made with eggs. That table is full of eggs. There's eggs hanging in here from different places. And I'm, well, sure, okay, that at least has a candle. But I don't see what most of these eggs are doing here. They don't seem to fit. Just saying. They feel weird. That would be to the lower tower. Gorkalas. We only bite fools. Ah, how do you know who is a fool or not? April Fool is going to be coming up soon too. Assas. That's excessive use of X, I say. Yeah, totally. That is very well said, Tayonta. Don't be shy, Outlander. We don't bite. That is in Del Pranora. We only bite fools. I'm Corellas. What can I do for you? I'll just be going. Thank you. I try to go and find your lady sorceress, who I could assume might be somewhere up here. Oh, yes, you guys aren't her.
What do you want? Is there something I can do for you?
I just hope that it's not because something lays eggs on the walls. I haven't seen any proof of it, and there's no more eggs in here, so why is there eggs in... Well, I spoke too soon. Why is this shelf overturned with the muck shovel, and there's eggs laying on the ground again? Why is this? What? Why? Excuse me. Yes, totally.
What do you want?
What is going on here? The doors and the spirit, the house of the chapels, the consolations of prayer. No need to read. Right now at least. The affairs of wizards. Oh, Terrana's Saber. I told you she should be somewhere around here. So, levitation is required. Levitate. Yay. Did not fail. Which is quite important. You aren't her.
Yes, Outlander.
No.
What do you want?
I can try to see about selling something to you, sure, but you are not the person I'm looking for. You probably are.
May I help you?
Terena? Why do you have a naked, cashiered slave, I assume, here in your room?
You want something?
What are you doing here? What can dresses do for you? Are the new clothes for you? Terena, hello. Oh, are those my new clothes? I waited ever so patiently for them. Yes, these are your new clothes. Oh, is that my new skirt? How do I know it's not cursed? Why don't you put it on? Could I be giving these to him, rather, than put them on myself, I wonder? Let's ask new clothes. You want me to wear the skirt? Yes, wear it. Okay. Apparently she didn't like that option. Well, I had to at least try when there was the option of going and actually having that dress for someone else. Okay. She just wants to see if you'll do it.
This one is no more.
Okay. Well, I did not expect that. And yeah, it seems like it was a good choice. New clothes? What new clothes? Oh yes, I wanted a cashiered fur skirt. Are you listening? Yes, pay attention. A cashiered fur skirt. Tell Felissa that I already have one, thank you. Goodbye. And yes, I have no completely idea. You were waiting for this, Satendenho even. Because I did remember that she was a little bit of a fickle person. But, yeah. I didn't exactly remember how this was supposed to go. But maybe she indeed would have attacked us if we would have gone and put that on ourselves. So I think this was the better option. She's even burning books. What kind of a monster are you? Emeralds, diamonds just laying on the ground. Ooh, the Full Queen book. I would love to have this. Because otherwise I don't know where I will find one. And I don't want to read it when we don't have all the Full Queen books. So, Would there be any way for me to try to steal this book?
Those boots are ruined.
Yes, totally ruined. Standard invisibility. Let's try to drink that. I hope this would work, but no. Hello. I'll just let you do your thing. Well. Yep. I don't know what you're casting at me even. You're casting really poor spells, I gotta say. I can't keep this, like trying to go and actually kill her. I guess I could just flee, but it wouldn't be very nice. Yeah, let's just load this. Like, I don't want to kill her though. I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, well, that was still kind of funny.
What do you need?
Indeed. But I would prefer to be able to go and pick that up because more than a few reasons. Quite a lot of papers here too. Yeah, that was fun, surely. Why must you be on that side? Oh, let's go and investigate this side first. Well, there's another job. You steal a book and you're worried that leaving wouldn't be nice. But I don't know if I'll find that book from anywhere else, and I want to be reading them in order.
Yes, Outlander, what do you want?
Do you not understand me, Tayunda? Is that so weird of a thought? Besides, she's just burning books. What does she do with the book? She's just gonna burn it anyway. When she's done with it. Sure, it's her right and everything, but I don't want her to burn books. I'm a book savior. But yeah, I would just want that because it's a Full Queen book 4. And there's more of these books. I thought that you didn't want to just run off with the book. Stealing the book seems like the good thing to do indeed. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Do I have something else that would make me less easy to spot? Would be nice. So, Sateen, do tell, what would have exactly happened, by the way, if we had chosen to do that differently, so to speak? Did we actually have some item also that would make us less easy to spot? Yeah, these actually can do. Yeah, I think I'll do both of these, because why not? Though I should have done this before drinking the potion. It's just annoying when it's for a short moment happens and then not. Okay, that's fine. I got it. I got the book. I saved the book. We're totally good. Aww. That's a shame for 7-2. Sorry to hear. Well, at least I can hope that you can enjoy the stream a little bit. But it's a shame if you don't have anyone to play with if you would like to be playing some specific game specifically. Nonetheless. And cats are cats. Cats are very much cats. Yeah, lovely things, but with an attitude. And if your memory serves, she would have attacked us. Yeah. I was thinking that that's probably the case, but I wasn't completely 100% sure. So of course I had to ask. Okay, let's see. What can we do? Rising potion? That's a little bit too high quality. If I can have something less high quality, that is. Different question. That's a really high quality potions, but I guess that's... No, here's the standard. Let's drink a standard rising potion. Yeah, and hopefully you will have something to do otherwise also than just have to watch me play Morrowind if you don't want to be watching it. But, yeah.
May I interest you in
I'm sure the cat will come around. At some point. Just the question when. Okay, let's see. Do I want to buy something or sell something? Probably not, really. Do I? I don't think I do. Just force to hack on them. That's how I torture my cats. Yep. That would be a good choice. Definitely. When the cat wouldn't want to be hugged, go and hug him. Just like that.
Is there something I can do for you?
So, enjoy your dinner. Even if it does mean that you shall only lurk, but that's totally fine. I hope you enjoy your dinner. And thank you. I shall have fun, and hopefully everyone else can have fun too. And by the way, I've had a craving for Oblivion after following your stream, so I planned on starting it as well, starting in a stream. Okay, good to know, Tajunta. Hopefully you shall enjoy playing some Oblivion. It is still similar to Morrowind, even though it's different. Yeah. But I was just saying for 7-2, in a way you said in a sense that no one wants to even play with me and so on and forth, and like you do want this because there's nothing else more that you would like to do. I'm not meaning that you are here because I'm forcing you to be here or someone is forcing you to be here, but it's just the way it's phrased, so to speak. But don't take it seriously, I'm just joking around a little bit on that too. But can't cats get aggressive in that kind of situation? Well, they probably can if you force hug them, if they are more wild. But I don't think that they, like, if someone is more of a home cat, I wouldn't think so. Wait, what? I don't... like, I was just saying about 472. I think 472's comment. And yeah, all cats of course will react differently. Some cats definitely would be more aggressive. I've never had a cat that would have been really aggressive, but especially the wilder they would be, they definitely would be more aggressive in a situation like that. Just zoned out for a sec. Yeah, it was just to the comment that 472 made. Greater Soul Gems. Darkest Darkness. Brown Book. Definitely not something I've seen before. Probably haven't seen this either. Darkest Darkest. Darkest Darkness. Well, it's almost the same thing. It could be Darkest Darkest or Darkest Darkness or Darkest Dungeon or whatever. And then there's a Brown Book. Well, I guess that's accurate. Brown Book of 3E for 26. Ah, this is a Brown Book of the Great House Delvani. It just tells about the different councils and so on, I think. Yearbook of the Affairs of the Telvanni Council. Yeah, I don't think it's that interesting, so maybe I shall not be reading it. It just tells about the different Telvanni council members, I think. Archmagister Gotrem, Lord High Magus of the Telvanni Council. Master Arian, Mage Lord of the Telvanni Council. Master Nilot, Mage Lord of the Telvanni Council. Mr. Strata, Mage Lord of the Telvanni Council. Mr. Serena, Mage Lord of the Telvanni Council. Council Representatives of the House Telvanni. Council Hall, Satricmora. Mount, Malam Ryan, and so on. All the mounts for each one. And then Council Actions. I guess I could read the council actions. In response to repeated protests from Duke Dren and representative of the other great houses, Telvanni Council reminded them that according to the ancient law and custom, Telvanni Council places no constraints on the ambitions and enterprise of its individual members. If the Empire or other house councils wish to dispute Telvanni exploration and colonization of the waste and wilderness of the Vardenfell, they are welcome to do so, with the councillors' best wishes, but Telvanni Council will not contribute its resources or authority to such endeavors. The council renews its objection to the proposal placed before Duke Dren and the Grand Council concerning slavery and slave trading in Vardenfell District. The right to own and trade slaves is guaranteed by the terms of the Treaty of the Armistice, and Telvanni Council will not entertain any discussions of abridgment of those rights. So not that special of a book, but something. Extravagant robes and the like. Well, at least she got her new clothes. I could just jump over that. So, yeah. Poor Kachit. I just gave him the new clothes and, yeah, it was the death of him, pretty much. And then we are back into the egg room. Hello, Scrap Lord, welcome to the stream as well.
What do you want?
Welcome to the stream, I hope you have had also a good week thus far. Maybe I should go and visit in the lower tower. I could have also looked if I could have traded with someone else. And yes, it was kinda interesting. I guess it's just down. Ouch. Telpranora. Yes.
Is there something you need?
There's quite a bit down there still. Hello, Ceros Kravos. Yeah, I shall not be shy. But I shall be falling, maybe. well, yes, in the end. There would have been the stairs, but who needs stairs? Who needs stairs? Hey, there's more. See, these small Quoma eggs look exactly the same.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
It's good that everyone is doing pretty good. But these small Quoma eggs look exactly the same as the eggs in those rooms. The question is, why? It is perfect though that Easter is coming up pretty much right now, so I guess it's a perfect timing for the egg room.
I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
I don't know. I just wanted to at least see about you. If there would be some reason to chat with you. It must be because of the mushrooms. Tower dungeons. Maybe I shouldn't go into the tower dungeons. Maybe I'll explore it some other time. Tower dungeons. Maybe.
What is this about, Dunmer?
Nothing really.
Is there something you need?
Well, I need to go and get past you. So yes, there is something I need. That's a distinct possibility. Possibly. We could even try to go and jump on top of the mushroom. That's cool. Yes, sir.
Any time now.
So, I guess we could at least check some of the shops here. See if we can sell anything over here while we're all the way here. And, trade house, that's perfect. Maybe we can actually sell something to this dude here. I would need to sell, so yes. You only offer trading. Trading, that is not selling. I need more than just trading, to be honest. You just offer bets, so you are not one of the persons that I would be looking for. Definitely not the person that I would be looking for. So I guess this wasn't actually perfect. I hope for more from this building, but I think that I have to be disappointed with this one. Well, fine then. Trapped. I guess I'll leave that be. I don't feel any need to go and lockpick some random doors. Are you anyone? Probably not really. Let's go just inside. Or, well, outside. Where am I going inside when I suddenly say that? Well, oh well. Not too big of an issue. Still a little bit silly. So what's this then? You are a trader. Maybe you could be useful for me. It's like I'm trying to find someone that would actually prove useful. At all. Hello. By the way, how many people have cats here? I do not have cats right now myself. I know Satenten has, and 472 had a cat. But does anyone else have cats or dogs? Any pets? Okay, so you have only 500 gold. That's kind of a shame. Where have all the useful people gone? That is indeed quite of a question. You should definitely also play this game again, yes. I'd say so, 472. It's been, like, I don't remember most of the stuff either. I'm just, like, just going and exploring things, and most of the things I truly do not remember. You used to have a rabbit. I've had a lot of pets when I was a kid. I also had at one point 2 rabbits. So, yeah, I do agree with that as such. We had them in the outside gates sometimes too. The other went and dug a tunnel so long that they got outside from there too. We did manage to catch them at least again. So, that's good. Pets was never for you. That's kind of a shame, Chim Chim. But to each their own. After all. I could buy some glass arrows, I guess. Okay. Like, if I try to sell something to her, then I could take those glass arrows. Otherwise, of course not, but at least it would be something that I would actually get from her. Because I'm not so sure she has pretty much anything otherwise useful here, which is kind of a shame. Mom used to just tell us to go play with the wildlife. Survival was our reward. Oh, so have you played with a lot of crocodiles? A lot of spiders, mayhap, considering you're from Australia? Just asking. I can imagine you riding a kangaroo. Yes, certainly. That would be a picture. See you riding a kangaroo. Let's see. Is there anything that I could think of selling for about $500 or something? There's of course a lot of this basically useless stuff that I'm carrying around, but they almost weigh nothing anyways. Definitely not selling that. To be honest, I don't need this, but it's not like it... Actually, why don't I ever drop my iron spark sword when I now have even the glass viper sword when this fades 20? Why have I been carrying this around exactly still? I thought that it wouldn't fade almost anything, but it fades 20. So yes, maybe I should be selling it. Like, sure, I can still be keeping the bone biter bow, at least it's a bow, so it's actually a different weapon. It does not really work like that. You need a saddle. Ah, a saddle. Your cat is so weird. She just mews outside of my room, but if I go to her, she just runs away. She wants to play hide and seek. Hide and seek. You have to go and seek her out after that. Do you need saddle for merino sheeps? I don't know. At least myself. I guess the Troy helm would be the best that I could think. At least it would be selling for 835, so maybe I should buy something more or something. You have actually ridden a sheep, no lie. That is strange. And welcome to stream, Dummy095. I hope you have had a good week and everything. Maybe I should buy some silver arrows. Some, considering I can buy something more and still try to be selling that item after all. Still could buy more. I'll just buy ridiculous amount of ammo, I guess. I'm carrying okay amount, I guess, at least, of her. Unless we're selling one, a more expensive item.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
She just hides in the corner and is watching me. Well, she is an observant one, I guess. She likes to be observing. And explain, Jim. It's a thing we do at the local fair, I guess it's called. Put skits on sheep and see how far they can ride them. Okay, that sounds kind of weird, but interesting. Interesting knowledge, Jim. This was before the internet for you youngsters. Yeah, I could think that it's pretty difficult. I've just been riding donkey at some point when I was on holiday in Greece. I think it was Rhode Island or something like that. Rhodes Island. Rhodos. I know exactly what to call it, at least in Finnish, but indeed just not sure how it's supposed to exactly be said in English when they're not exactly the same. The corpus weepings are very pretty skins, certainly. And even had some bent ropes and the like for show here. I'm sure they sell for really well. House of Troubles, Cantex ceremonies, and all that. There was a time before the internet. I that it's it's something that I think I remember that event over there that is happening with that leading person, but I didn't recall it at all, but it sounds or it seems very familiar to me why she was here, but I don't remember how this went. There was a time before the internet. You should Google
Is
it,
there
maybe.
something I can do for you?
Hello, Terrain Dylan. Yeah, I will. Sounds pretty suspicious. Yeah, it's just as much of a conspiracy theory that there was a time before the internet than the idea that there is Australia to begin with. Australia does not exist. And what kind of a character do you play? Well, let's see. He is Fellain Zaretti, a raised Dark Elf spellboard. And specialization tries to be magic, even though I really use Longblade way more, to be honest. But our skills are as follows. We are trying to learn Alteration, even if I'm only very slowly learning it. Nonetheless, my Longblade is way ahead of any other skill because it's just easiest to use. I should be doing way more Alchemy too, and mostly using medium armor, but I do have these gloves because they are just way freaking too good. 45 strength, 20 points on cell is too good. Then, of course, a lot of miscellaneous skills in different amounts of points. And I was shortly in Temple. However, in the Temple I tried to, because I'm role-playing little. I'm not role-playing a huge amount, but just a little bit, like doing a certain type of character. So we tried to do the pilgrim to see about the temple religion, but basically it all ended up when they even went and expelled me from the temple because I was trying to sleep in one of their beds, which is kind of silly reason to be expelled, to be honest, in my opinion. Just recently we joined the Great House of Delvani. We have gone quite far in with the Ashlanders. We are a clan friend and all. And of course, Blades, we are even the operative, and then in Mage's Guild we are a conjurer at the moment. That is the place that we have started to work in, of course with the Blades, but otherwise reputation is as high as 6. So yes, Fellain Zaretti. You're welcome for the detailed response. Happy to help, or happy to tell. I think it's whiskey time. Well, do enjoy your whiskey, Tajunta. Let's see, Terrain Dallin, hello. Well, an outlander and a Delvani. Will wonders never cease? Then it is the spirit of a friendly warning that I offer you little advice. Well, do tell me the little advice. Stay out of things that don't concern you, outlander. This affair between myself and Terrana, I want no help. I'll tolerate no interference. Ah, sure. Well, after all, as we did read... Well, actually, I could ask about Terrana myself. You'll find her in Terrana's chambers in the upper tower. Yes, I know, but you don't want to be telling more about her, even though she is a very interesting type of a character, I might say. She just killed her feline, well, Khajiit slave in front of her because I asked the Khajiit to put on the dress that was supposed to be, I needed to be bringing to her and all that. Their bed is sacred, very much indeed, so it seems that the temple bed is very, very sacred for 7-2. I mean, you wouldn't like if some apprentice would sleep in your bed. Or maybe you would, I don't know. I guess not, but on the other hand, the place in the coast fence was marketed as being the hostel. I didn't know the hostel meant that I had to still go into the tavern and pay for the bed because I hadn't seen the tavern yet. So why is it marketed? Even the guy in the place said that this is a hostel for all the pilgrims. Well, I'm a pilgrim, why couldn't I sleep in a bed? But no. And even like just the fact that I just go and just touch the bed, I didn't sleep in on it. I touched the bed just a little bit, and immediately a guard barges in and says that, oh, you have to pay for your crimes. You have been expelled from the temple and everything. Such a ridiculous response, I would say. Well, I didn't know how to pay for it. It was just a bed. And as said, the bar where we would have been able to pay for the bed was on the other side of the coast fence, and I didn't remember if there was such a place to begin with. I just thought that, well, as we two belong to the temple and we are on a pilgrimage, wouldn't it be logical that all the pilgrimages would be able to just come to the hostel and sleep? So I did try to just touch the bed, and touching the bed itself was too much, because it's not like I was able to sleep in it after all. I touched the bed and that was too much. It could have just said that, hey, this is actually not a place you're not supposed to sleep on or some such. That it was an honest mistake, but no. Not for them. It shouldn't be that big of a deal to just touch a bed, though. Truly. Well, let's go on and I don't know, where should I travel? We could of course try to also do the one Tremora Prince quest that we got around from Alt Velotti, which was that we needed to go to Molakmar when it's pretty close by after all, Molakmar right now. So we could possibly try that. The other settlements over here, out in the middle of this island, is very sparse, almost nothing, though, for sure.
Outlander, or go away.
Okay. Yes, I would like to travel. Let's try and see about it, while I don't know where the one other place is where I need to exactly go. Wait, what? Why is there a second big island on the map? Well, it's because I have the... like, this is the Tamriel rebuild. Yeah, it's not in the normal game, of course. It's the Tamriel rebuild, so we might have the possibility of going and exploring all of the Tamriel. I have 3 mods installed. One is the one that adds way more addition to the Telvanni house. I don't remember the name exactly of it, but the Telvanni house questline, so that we can rise even higher in ranks in the Telvanni house. And then the Tamriel rebuild, which adds this one, and then just the overhaul, which improves graphics and so on and forth. And there is of course other stuff in the overhaul, but nonetheless graphics especially. Visinekko's experience in IKEA has taught me that normally even sleeping in floor beds doesn't get you in too much trouble. Yeah,
Where's that slave?
it shouldn't be that big of an issue, but in here it's a ridiculously big of an issue.
Those boots are ruined.
So yeah, let's just go to Molakmar and see if we can find the location that we are supposed to find, and the dagger that we were supposed to find to that one Daedra god. And it's definitely something that I've never done previously though, so in that sense it's gonna be interesting, because I don't... like, I played Morrowind back in the day, but it's been a long while since I did, and I don't think that I've ever tried to do anything like this. As in actually do quests for this sort of a Daedra princess. Should I just plunge into the depths of this? Sure. It's all fine. We can just go into here on the shore. And that's perfect. Huh? Ah, lovely sunrise. Or is it actually going down? It's actually going down, isn't it? That's a shame. Then it's gonna be nighttime soon. That's gonna be unfortunate. Let's see, I would also like to actually be able to try this out. On target. Because I haven't even been able to test out my spells at all when I crafted some new. Not enough magical. I'm still not unload the sleep over here. No campfires for me. Yeah, actually I should have sold more stuff. I do carry too much stuff. Is there a good shop in the Molakmar now that you mentioned that? You rat. Stop that. I don't appreciate you trying to come and actually Eat me. Only the essentials. Yeah, well, I'm a hoarder. And it's too much expensive stuff. I even left a whole ebony armor set over here somewhere, which was freaking valuable. I would have loved to be able to go and actually sell that stuff too. But there's no one who can actually buy all of my stuff. I want to sell most of this crap, so to speak. Ah, lovely. I would love to sell it, but there's no one who is able to buy all of it. Let's just go and actually explore more of Molokmar. Maybe there is someone who could actually buy something from me. Maybe with some luck, so that I can actually get some more money before we go on and head out. Sure. I don't remember Molokmar even that much. Who is attacking me? It's not you. What do you want? I don't know. You just walk in here. I had to check on you. Well, money isn't important anyways. Well, I remember there was a crab trader with 5k gold. Well, I have too much stuff. I get so tempted to just tell you the best buyers. Yeah, that could be useful, but it's probably better you don't, even though it would be very quick to then go and just sell, because definitely I don't remember. I remember there was a crab trader with 5k gold on a small island south. 10k, 5k is the other vendor. Okay. But yeah, I don't remember those sort of things at all. Which is sus isn't that big of an issue. It's not like I have to be able to get the best sellers. Would be nice, but it's not necessary or essential. House Redoran. Don't care about House Redoran. A small island south. Interesting though. Dumber Temple. Eh. Don't seem that there's that much interest in here. Anyways. Go free. Or not. I would like someone actually buying stuff from me. The Impact 5k? Don't remember. Yes. Well. Sant Velon's house. I don't think that there's anyone in the temple who would like to buy anything nicely from me though. And yeah, definitely I have no idea who would be the best sellers myself. Definitely no idea. I'm just going and looking into this, guys, because of some reason you guys, I can partner with you, but you don't buy anything. And you have hardly any gold anyways, so not worth my time. Besides, he's a temple fellow. Why would I want to have anything to do with the temple fellow? A lovely storm. Hey, athletic skills increased nonetheless. Would be nice to be getting to a bar and be able to rent a bed too and some sus though. So that would be nice idea. Nice thing to do. Okay. What's in here? Can't see yet. Much. What would be here? A trader. Well, let's go and at least sell something to this trader, maybe. Maybe. A trader, you say? Is this... Okay, I guess it's this direction. And the trader didn't mind that I just straight up went into his bed chambers and everything, like, oh, well, if you want to be going into that direction, sure, don't mind, I don't mind you going there. Oh, some royal class and everything. Maybe I can buy some royal class from you. Hello? Hey, 1000 gold, that's not that bad. I can sell you something. Let's sell you... Glass boots is 3. Glass creeps is at least 9. Maybe the glass creeps? Sure, even though it's way too expensive, but maybe. Maybe that's fine. Faked value. Is there anything valuable that you have yourself that maybe I could be trading for? Maybe. Maybe not. Class equipment is way too valuable. It's kind of the funny thing when most people have no money almost. But then there's these objects or items that are ridiculously valuable. You're getting serious Oblivion withdrawals here. Surely he doesn't mind you going to his bedchambers. It's not like a hostel or anything where that means that. Yep, totally. 100%. The Madness of Pelagius, sure, I'll buy that. No, the Yellow Book of Riddles I've already read. I do not need that. 36 Lessons of Vivek, Sermon 1. Probably haven't read that, to be honest. Leisure, let's buy some raw class. I can try to be doing some alchemy at some point after all. Would be really sweet if you had more money than just 1,000. But, what can we do? Sure, let's just buy some scuttle and stuff. So we can practice some alchemy at some point again. Sure. 6,000. I don't wanna sell you something that doesn't even remotely come close to actually getting my money's worth. What do I sell? I guess one of the left Boltrons. Sure, 1,000. Deal. You got the steal though, I gotta say. You got way better deal. I am 100% sure the Imp had 5k. I was so often at his place. Yeah. Well, do you guys think that I should be heading there then, even though I don't myself recall it at all? Would it be just a better idea to do? If most people say yes, then we shall be going there or trying to go there. And if not, then we shall not. So, up to you guys. Because otherwise I would just have to be going and definitely doing things like this. Trying to see if I can sell stuff to some random people from time to time. I played only vanilla so far. You could try to get some mods maybe for Oblivion too. Do you think to get some mods for Oblivion before potentially streaming? Yeah, it probably might be an okay idea. I have no idea at least what would be the recommendations for Oblivion. Regular vendors of Tribunal have enough gold. Possibly, yeah. I haven't done any of the DLC from this game ever completely either. I played the... was it the second or the where the assassins come after us? I played that quite a bit, but I've never actually even explored this. So that will be a blind exploration at some point when I get to it. It will take a while. It would save a lot of time, but I personally won't tell you where to find him. I would go for the money. Ah, of course you would, Salendenho. Okay, well, sure, but let's at least see if I can sell something to this guy. Sure. Those are so cheap to just repair. Well, my recommendation would be to install Oblivion and play Morrowind. But hey, each to their own. Specifically if you've grown up with Oblivion, you might still... it's more nostalgic to you than Morrowind if you weren't around when Morrowind was new. You do have 1,200 gold, so I think I can justify selling you one thing too. It's just a question, what would that one thing be? Because there's definitely nothing that I want to buy from you. Of course I carry way too much of all other stuff too, but I just want my book collection. And then on the other hand, we wanna be practicing alchemy, so it's kind of pointless to be dropping all of those things. And then I want to have at least a bow, longsword, and I would want actually the class shield. I should go and try to buy the class shield at some point. Mayhap. That's only 8,000, so I guess it would be this one that I should sell. Then I still would have the right Boltron and the Glass Greaves. And Glass Greaves alone, and of course even this. One of these would already be 5k easily after all, so sure. Let's just sell that here.
You're on your honor. Don't press your luck.
But for now I'll stick to watching Kida play this. That's not a bad idea either. Yep, it's... Oh, well, I'm actually again going into a room that isn't mine in any way, but there's another ceremony. I wonder what this ceremony is. At some point I'll read more ceremonies. You wanted to follow me there too, eh? Just get out of my way, please. Thank you. Yeah, if it is your first Elder Scrolls, it's completely different sort of experience for sure.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Yeah, I personally was very too disappointed with Oblivion, but
You may speak.
I don't, of course, in any way mind that others enjoy it.
What is this about?
I would have liked to actually get also a tavern here somewhere, but I don't see a place where I could actually go and get a rest. Even though which is totally fine, I have a weird opinion on everything. Well, weird and weird. Depends, what is a weird opinion? I think I probably have quite a lot of weird opinions. I could imagine that. So, depends. So, anyways, if we actually want to go and do so that I get to that imp, I have to get outside of the city enough so that we can rest somewhere. And after that, well, I guess we would have to see. I should have gone from the other direction. Oh well. You're not alone on that. It generally splits opinions. Yeah, it totally does. Certainly does split opinions. What one thinks about Oblivion? Way too dark. We can make it. Especially when we jump. It's way quicker to drop down than to walk, run down. Okay, where was the bridge out of the city? That's a ship, so the bridge is somewhere over all the way on the other opposing side. Of course I managed to go into the wrong direction to go down. It's a lovely storm. Let's just prepare our sword at least, just in case something bad happens or tries to come and attack us. But first of all, we need sleep. So just get out of the town far enough so that I may sleep a bit. And after that, I shall show you guys the map and you may tell me where approximately I should go for the imp. That's why I play Kashyyyk most of the time, to actually being able to see a game. Yeah, that of course could be a nice added bonus about them playing the Kashyyyk. But of course, like, I usually do go ahead and try to rest so that I can actually have a daytime, morning time, so that we can see a little bit more. Of course, it doesn't help exactly in the dungeons. I would love to have better spells for lighting the area. Like, I am so bad anyways with the illusion, which is kind of annoying. So I usually walk around with the torch quite a bit. It is atmospheric though, for sure. Any idea? In Kingdom Come it's a different thing, but it kind of has a mechanic that I was left hoping for in Oblivion. I should play Kingdom Come at some point. I do own it already. I supported it after all in the Kickstarter anyways, but I certainly haven't started to play it yet. I did think that it could be also a game that I might stream at some point. Depends. I have to think about it. It probably would be a better game to stream though than to do a let's play of. I could assume so. What do you guys think about Kingdom Come for doing a stream? Maybe after Morrowind is completed, some very far away day, to be honest. Let's just rest or wait for 6 more hours. Sorry, Wild Quar. I kinda wish that I didn't have to kill you, but it is as it is. I would like to play Kingdom Come. Sadly, it's so expensive for me right now. Yeah, I wouldn't be going and buying it unless I would have already supported in the Kickstarter after all. I actually got the collector's edition type of a box from there too, so I have a pretty nice box of it. You'd wait to get more content for it. When it becomes cheaper, I'll get it for sure, yeah. a little bit of a buggy game at the moment. Well, Morrowind will take a while to play anyways. Looks nice and it's full of glitches. Yeah, those glitches are totally features. Oh, hello Marant, and welcome to the stream as well. Hopefully you have had a pretty good week thus far. So anyways, now to see about that island. Some small island, is it somewhere close to Molakmar or is it somewhere really far from here? Should I travel to Del Pranora? Would that take me closer, or is it somewhere on this coast, or is it here somewhere? Those who want me to actually get into a place to sell better. You love bugs and glitches in the game. It's sad if they break the game, but most of the time they are hilarious. Sounds like Fallout Dog. At least some of them. Yeah, I guess so. Imp is at the city. It's Scrap at the island. Okay. So which one should I go? Which is very easier to go? Hello, Oliver. CH? There was a mean person. Very not nice. That's a shame. But welcome here nonetheless. In the stream as well, Oliver. And hopefully you have had decent this week then. Okay, Imp. Where is the Imp? What city? Do tell. Just go to any mage guild and teleport to Caldera. Okay, Caldera. I don't even remember what place Caldera exactly was. Other than, yeah, I think that we did visit there at some point. Nonetheless, from Mage Guild you can easily get into Caldera. Understood. Okay, well, then I would need to be able to get into such a location. I guess I don't know. Maybe I should try to go there after we have actually tried to go and find this place in the Molakmar though, because it kind of feels a shame to be again leaving from here all the way to a different place and then go again into there. But at least I know it's in the Caldera then after this. Caldera is probably the second city you visit. Yeah, probably, but I just don't remember the location of it exactly. I remember the name of it. Yeah, there's the Caldera. It's not the second place I've visited, but I visited there regardless. But definitely wasn't, I think, the second city, because I used the Silt Strider, I'm pretty sure. But nonetheless, but there's the Caldera. So there and Imp. Okay. So anyways, what I was thinking of trying to do is then trying to figure out where I need to try to go in the Molakmar. These are from Southrid Mora. Has been having some problems. Vive guarded. I'm like trying to look what is the place I needed to go into? It's probably before this. Yeah, this one. So I have agreed to accept Mehrunes Dagon's challenge, though it could mean my death. It seems that the fabled dagger, Mehrunes Razor, has fallen into the hands of an unworthy bearer. The former owner is now dead, and the razor lies hidden and unused in the Allah's tomb, near Molakmar. He has asked me to find the razor and return it to him. If I can do this, I will have proven myself worthy enough to wield the weapon myself. It's just a good question. In all honesty, it's kind of a silly thing because I don't need that dagger in any way, but I'm interested to see it. Normally, if you start the game as a newbie, it's probably the second city you visit on your way to Palamore. No, I got to Palamore at least before Caldera. Yeah. I definitely have been before in Palamora before Caldera, but it's close to Palamora, yes. And okay, be right back then. Hopefully you enjoy the coffee. But so, I don't know where the Allah's tomb is, but it's somewhere here, near here. I guess we just have to try to go and find it. Keep an eye on any possible tombs close by. No idea where it exactly should be, and there wasn't actually any clue or hint there where the tomb should be other than close to Molakmar. And that's a very general type of a clue. It could mean that we should go to north, it could mean that we would need to go west or east, any direction pretty much. Do let me know if you see a hint somewhere that there would be some sort of a door to a dungeon or another location. This is like searching a needle from a haystack, almost. No, not that bad, but you know, still a little bit like it. A little bit. I think there was even something else that I was supposed to do in the north of Molakmar too. Maybe the pilgrim thingy, actually. Hello, you. Oh, two of you. At least this is an efficient longsword, but this is why I never get to actually practice my magic, because I usually then, longsword is easy and I swear to just hack and slash them to death. So. Flying in the sky. Yeah, that would be nice. I'm kind of thinking about that. I would actually love to go and levitate, maybe see a little bit more of the area, and maybe find the location easier, but not sure. Maybe you will get to me someday, Wild Guar. Maybe you will. This is a standoff. This is a, what's it called? Staring contest, yes. Magic extremely powerful if I remember correctly. Yeah, it is powerful, but I just used the longsword so very easily. And yeah, it would be easier. My levitation doesn't last long enough that I feel so good at using it. I kind of feel like I should go and, I don't know. I would love to go into Vivek, put the recall spell into here, get the shrine, the blessing that would give the rising force levitation, because that levitation is amazing, because it lasts so long that you don't need to be thinking about it at all. And yeah, fireball was a nuke. So yeah, I would love to go into Vivek. I usually did that a lot in Vivek, to be honest, that I just went there, visited, and got that spell, and then recalled myself into some other position, so I could just be flying in the skies easily with that spell. Yeah, that shrine is way too good. I used it a lot back in the day, and I'm kind of tempted, especially now that there's such a small clue into this, that it's just somewhere around here, that this might actually be a perfect time to try to be using it. Maybe I should. Maybe I should, because this is gonna take quite a while. Maybe I'll go a little bit ahead of this road and then have a look into that. And destruction spells weren't even the most powerful. As said, I usually still used weapon a lot and then tried to do magic. That is someplace, so let's at least check what that is. Maybe I stumbled into it accidentally. Who knows? No, it's Mount Gant, a cavern though. Huh, maybe I should go and explore the cavern. It's kind of like, when you stumble into a place, you feel that I should go and just explore it. When they see it's from Finland, they'll just burn it. Okay. Not allowed to... Easy with the stabbing then. Finnish knife, yes. Not allowed to post this thing. I always had a rope or some other clothing that had levitate. Don't remember at all where I got it from. Yeah, I don't recall where to get those things, but I usually did like to use that place. Probably boots. Might be. This place is freaking dark. This place is 100% dark. Let's just equip a torch and just a one-handed sword. Because otherwise we're not gonna be able to see anything in this place. Why is this so dark? Why did we just come into some random cavern that you have no idea what this is even? If this is just a cavern that there's nothing in there, like just... Oh. I guess there is something here. After all. Let's see. Maybe I could try to use a soul trap. I'm not sure if I'm even powerful enough to defeat that. Is it just one of the flamey Daedric things or something worse? You'd think that you remember levitation boots, but my memory of this game expired over a decade ago. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't recall well at all. I guess it could be okay. Go, Flame Atronach. As I said, it's so easy to go and just start hacking at them. And get them down at least a little bit. So hey, at least there's some lava glow. That's good, and we got another little spirit for ourselves. Okay, so what else is in this random cave? It's so dark. Lava. There's more lava. It's kind of surprising how many caves there is that there's lava in. Astronauts. Well, if you train your destruction skills, it will be easy as well. Yeah, I know, but I usually... the ice thing. I don't like the ice guy. The ice guy has usually been killing me a lot more than the flamey dude. Let's see. I did have a frost shield. I could probably try to be casting it before going too far in here. And then maybe I can try to do the soul trap too. Hello. Aw. It's kind of weird that he's not trying to even attack me though. So, I guess that was pretty easy. He's just like standing in front of me and just like, no. I don't really see anyone here, so... But I have no more magicka. It sucks. It sucks when you have no magicka left. Let's see, did I have any magic restores? Oh, I have very small little magic restores, so I guess I'll use that at least. Should I sleep? Maybe not. Destruction is actually support school. It's hard to believe, but it is. Yeah, I never went into that much. I love alteration, but that was specifically for the, of course, the levitation and so on, of course. But yeah, it's kind of funny. It's just too easy for me. Like, my destruction is at least in the 57, alteration at least in 44, but longblade 90. It just goes way too quickly, way too high then, and then, well, this isn't a two-handed sword, this is one-handed. Like, see, here's my mage bane. That is the two-handed that I'm not using right now. I'm using the long-blade one-handed glass fiber sword that we gained last time around at the same place where we found all of this freaking expensive gear. So, one-handed sword. Well, it supports you while you try to survive. Sure. Everything supports you while you try to survive. If we go by that, I guess I could say. Also, I don't know if there's something more important to do with this, but it just... I can't justify actually using it, and I can't justify selling it. Blood of the Quarry Masters. Maybe I will decorate my house with this potion. Something really expensive, maybe. When I get my own place, some pretty day, far away. Look a bit similar. Mayhap. Well, they are both glass swords, so I would assume green glass looks similar. So, you are correct in that for sure. Not really restore magic as a lot. I can't justify using that one still. Hey, that actually is a pretty good restore though. It's restoring it completely even. I hear water. That's not good for our torch. To hear water. That's a little bit different type of a water, isn't it? Well. Hello? Storm utterance. I haven't even met storm utterances yet, which is kind of worrisome because it might mean that I die here. If he would have been able to actually cast this spell off. But hey, some swords more. Interesting. There's like first flame, then frost, and then a storm. I don't understand this place. There was a mod where you could build your own house, which was pretty cool, or maybe it's in vanilla, I don't know anymore. I know that when you go far enough in Telvanni house at least, you can get your own house. Yeah, it's vanilla, no need mods for that. That's why I'm going into my Telvanni house. When I get far enough in that, we can start to be building my own, growing my own lovely Telvanni building and house. And I've never played it long enough, far enough with Redora or Lalu, so I have no idea how their houses would look like. But anyways, there is also water. Otherwise, I think this is even the end of this place, or is it? It seems to be the end of this area. I don't see a damn thing here. Other than water. Water pad for the torch, especially the sound it makes, though I'm almost inclined to be just putting the torch again there so that Tayunda would get a scare. To be honest, I usually get a scare from it. I put all my stuff inside of a mage's guild in Balmora, okay. Well, it's a pretty good place to be putting stuff in, I'd say. So, is there anything in here? I don't see. So, would there be something else? There's something. This is not the area that I came from. Scaring Tayunda, yes. It is horrifying, very much so. This is... No, this is the direction I came from. Do I see anything else here then? At all? Is this truly it? She's saying what we're all thinking. So I guess this is it. It's kind of just a silly location, just a flame utterance, then a frost utterance, and then a storm utterance, and then suddenly it all ends. I don't see anything else though. So I guess there's nothing else. I guess. Like trying to see, is there actually something behind there or something? But no. No, I cannot see anything more. This was such a dark location. Just 2 lava pools and a little bit of water and everything. Gosh, you can't ride anymore. One of us was having whiskey again. Yeah, who was having the whiskey? That's a good question. I don't know. This nice little, of course, also area sounds with all of this magical crystal. It's making sounds. All sort of little sounds. Well, at least this was a short place. Not me, right here. Well, save it for a better day. Like, for example, it was, not skooma. For some reason, now that I'm playing Morrowind, I'm thinking of skooma when I'm... Yes, sake. Sake was mentioned that was something that you should be drinking next Sunday when there's going to be Okami. That is going to be the sake drinking day. Right, Chim Chim? And, not skooma though. Gotta get well enough to toast sake on Sunday. Yeah, it's just like you said, Chim Chim. We both remembered that correctly. I just had to think for a moment. What was the name of the drink actually? Because I'm thinking of skooma. That'll be fitting, yes. Fingers crossed. Because then after all, we're going into the festival where you're supposed to be drinking and all in that game, so... Well, that's all done. That's something, I guess. Let's just go back to Moloch Mart then, I guess, and after that, get a recall spell into that location, and after that is done. And then I'm going anyways into here because I think that at least I'll see a little bit more. And go to Vivek, get a nice levitation spell and everything. Die. Thank you very much. You also would need to die. More. No more. Good. I prefer no more of cliffhangers. Now you got me interested in what skooma tastes like. That would be a very good question, so then I gotta say, that would be an excellent question. What would skooma taste like? Anyone got any ideas? What would skooma taste like? Well, same way that we came into here. But yeah, I'm having quite a nice Blench Scotch, can't afford the single malts, unfortunately. Well, it's good that you're enjoying your Scotch. Aw, do I have to kill you, Quar? I would prefer not killing little wild Quars if possible. They're kind of cute. Yes, moon sugar is what skooma is made from, so yes. It's the same. Not different. Surely. At least that is my understanding, that skooma is made of moon sugar. At least that is my understanding. I'm not sure if that is exactly correct, but I think it is. One of the things that I also love to do when I had the rising force potion was that I actually flew over this area and had a look around there when I was very much not high enough a level to actually be around there. But you're really just running all the way here to get killed. Fine, Wild Quar, if you must. I wanted to save your life, but you didn't want to be saved. Well, skooma is made out of the moon sugar, but what other stuff goes in it? That is a good question. I have no idea. Well, to even have an idea of what it would taste like, we would need to know what's in it. Yeah, and we only know that it has moon sugar. At least it's called sugar, so I guess that can give some sort of idea. I guess, maybe. There's a random skeleton standing around. What's up, random skeleton? I assume you're an aggressive skeleton. Usually skeletons are aggressive in this game. There's also some place here. Maybe this is the place I'm looking for. Skeleton. Hello, random skeleton. I was thinking that you're just holding your hand almost like you would be able to block the ash and so on in the front of your face, so I thought that I kind of don't want to be killing you, but you kind of forced my hand. I imagine it would taste like herbal drink like snaps with meat. At least I like to imagine so. Maybe. No idea. Helan Ancestral Tomb. It's again one ancestral tomb, yes, but it's not the ancestral tomb that we are looking for. Well, you know me, I gotta explore it anyways. Because I gotta. Well, let's just do another quick save here. Because in this world I think they'd be fans of natural things. Maybe. Hello. You seemed very easy. And impossible to touch. Common soul gem. Sure, I'll take that and some bone meal. Sure, Shrine of Velot. Just indwelling, I guess. Maybe. It's a truck, yes. Skooma is essentially a truck ride. Yeah, I think so. Surely. Hello, skeleton. You look to be a little bit better armed, skeleton. But no match for us. Skeleton champion was no match for us. After that, I think I'll have a look around the place with the torch. so that we are certainly not missing anything. As such, the torch does give a little bit of a nicer shading to here anyways, indeed atmospheric. And it's illegal in Morrowind, which is weird since almost everyone is selling it. Yeah, that's the thing, like everyone is selling it, but it's illegal, which is indeed kind of funny. And no one wants to be buying it unless it's a drug dealer or specific, more illegal sellers. Making it illegal might just be a marketing strategy. The drug. It might be a marketing strategy, who am I to say? But is it a good marketing strategy? Maybe everyone wants to taste it because of it. Some show quick brings in mind the ayahuasca, which is pure psychedelic that is drank. Might be something similar. Might be. I couldn't say for sure. At least you can see well enough here with torch. A corpse, the bone wheel. This was a very empty location. Well, at least it's explored, I guess. Not much in it though. Okay, well, we are close to Moloch Mar though, so that's a good thing. We can get there. Just put a little bit of a marker, go and travel back to Balmora, have a better look around, and maybe while we're going into Balmora anyways, we might also go and visit in the shop in Caldera. I guess that could be a good idea. No rat. Poor job when rat doesn't even die in one shot. There's still a battle music. I do not know where it is exactly coming from. It's also one of the strongest natural psychedelics, if not the strongest. Okay, there you are, cliffhanger. Thank you for finally coming around and actually letting me kill you. Yep, cliff racer, what else? I've started to call them cliffhangers because really they sort of are. They hang about sometimes really long up on top of you, doesn't actually race towards you. Sometimes they may choose to race, sometimes they just like to be hanging about, so I think cliffhanger is a pretty accurate name. 2. Okay, so I was going to do the mark. Mark spell around here, sure. Wait, the Sill Strider. You failed casting the spell. The derpy cliffhangers very much. Okay, now it's all done. Thank you very much. Let us travel to, well, I guess to Vivek then, when I can't get to Balmora straight away. From Vivek to Balmora or Caldera. No, actually Caldera was with the Mage's Guild, so take me to Balmora next. Afterwards, we do want to then get back to Vivek, of course, because I want to be able to get the blessing. But I could go and try to go and visit in the Caldera just quickly. In the meantime, we are close enough, I'd say. Or when there's other reason why we are actually leaving that location, so why not? Then just getting to a better place to sell some stuff. I'm gonna have to head off. Well, good night and sweet dreams, Jim Jim. Hopefully you will feel better soon. And definitely well enough for sake on Sunday.
Do you have something to say, Outlander?
I have nothing to say to you, Shirley. Okay. Hello, Achira as well. Yes, hello, good friend Achira. Okay. Take me to Caldera. So, then guys, tell me how to find the imp.
Go ahead.
Where is the imp? Hello. Where do I need to go?
Sun and sky, Outlander.
Sun and sky.
May I help you?
I don't know. May you? Show me this location. You're on my way, Aeronaut Thierry. And yes, catch you on Sunday. Jim Jim. Where might the imp be? I'd shout outside their view manor. Okay. Well, I'll anyways visit here while I'm here already. Someone is doing some alchemy over here, it seems. That's fine. Korak Manor. Okay.
Do you need
Right.
something?
Not from you, thank you, but I do need something. I need a good seller. Okay. Manor. Korak Manor. This is, of course, a code here. I guess I can see from the local map a little bit of this location. Nordgard Towers. Guild of Mages. House. Leoras. Cloutier. I assume it's none of these places actually where I've been. Slash close enough to these places. Okay, it's there. Probably I've never even been in there. Or maybe I have? I don't know. Maybe I haven't been there even. It's been close where I've been, but I visited here anyways pretty shortly, so I haven't been here a lot. I probably have visited exactly this armorer, but then probably haven't visited on this site, because it's just named Korak Manor and not actually a shop. So I doubt I've actually visited on this site. Maybe ever. Hello, orcs. Hello, imp. Scamp, creeper. I'm creeping. Yes, it seems like it. 5,000 gold. That is quite a bit of gold. Why are you creeping around here without, like, any good reason? I do not understand you. And you even give exactly 28,000? That's ridiculous. Or you could give 28,000. You're not exactly able to give it, but you know. You even have some very valuable drinks then on the other hand. Damage intelligence, damage willpower. Valuable, but I don't see the reason for that. Skuma. Shujama. Gruskin Trum. Very interesting things. Well, he's a creeper, it's what he does. Well, yeah, I guess so. I guess I will sell you the glass greaves. It's the best amount that I probably will get from anyone anyways. Let's just buy this, I guess, because it's at least only 0.5 and it's valueless, so sure. There you go. Thank you, please come again. I'm creeping. Well, that's a interesting fellow. To Caldera. So, who are you people anyways in here? Why are you here? Why do you have a creeper? This is my question. Why do you have a creeper? Why do you sleep in only bedrolls when you have so much money, at least with a creeper? I got a lot of questions for you. Why do you want to sleep in these bedrolls when you got the bed and you've just filled the bed with other stuff? And basically, I guess there's not even... yeah, there's not anything in there. There is a weird... like, I'm just thinking, what is in that sack when it's all the way over there? So, hidden. Probably nothing much, but it's just in a suspicious location. But he seems so reliable. Well, I guess so, Sutton, then, huh? I guess so. I don't know if I'd buy my booze from him. Well, he seems extremely, yeah.
Say your business.
Lovely. Hello, Caldera. I'm here all week. Okay. Well, silver gold is 0 now, though. Okay. Well, goodbye. Alrighty. Well, hey, it's good that we found him. Then at least I know who can give us a little bit better amount of gold and everything. Lursuk. I don't know about you guys, though. I guess for a dealer. Yeah. For a dealer, he seems very reliable. Okay, I guess it is back to the Mages Guild. And then back into the... yeah, it's there. Back into Vivek, and then going and getting a levitation spell, and going from there. just have to jump. Many jumps. Guild of the Mages. And then get back to the guy who does the travel.
Your actions precede
You are the person I need. Take me back to Ballamora, thank you. And then I would like to go back to Silt Strider. Go to Vivek. I could go to Vivek from here too, of course, with the Guild of Mages. But I kind of like the Silt Strider and then taking a boat to get a little bit closer to the location that I want to be going, rather than going to the middle of the full foreign quarters, was it, where the Mages Guild is? And from there it is still, after all, quite a bit of a trouble to actually get where I want to get. So, just in that sense. At least we have full magic now, because we've been riding from one place to the other the whole time. Okay, could you please take me to Vivek? Travel Vivek. The only bad thing, usually speaking, with the... if you go into investigate a lot of dungeons when you have this levitation from here, is the fact that you can't sleep while you still have the levitation. And that can be a problem. That can definitely be a problem, on the other hand. To have that levitation then. So it's nice to go around the place and have a look around and everything. There's a random beggar bowl. I think that there was a beggar here at some point, but they have apparently left their bowl there with the 1 gold piece. Maybe they're expecting that maybe people will just leave more stuff for them there while they're gone. Maybe eating, who knows. Travel to... Oh, don't you take me better? That's a shame. I thought that you should be able to take me to the temple area too. Well, I guess I'll take just one of these then. I don't know, which one is the closest? I'm almost like I wanna be going and zooming, but Vivek Temple, St. Dylan's, yeah, none of them is really close.
I haven't much
I'm
time.
pretty sure that I had one that I was able to take that took me all the way there, or maybe it was just that I needed to go to arena first and then I can ask here that could you take me to the temple one or some such. Or yes, just move to keep the city image clean. Maybe, it's possible. Temple, yes, thank you. Thank you kindly. Much appreciated. Okay. Got into here. Then I just want to go and make a little bit of an offering over here. And then we shall be on our way. Though I should wait for just enough to get our fatigue back, so that I hopefully will immediately manage to actually cast our spell of recall. So just come here first, do a little wait. Yeah, wait for 1 hour, but just the 1 hour. How much is the clock actually? 10 AM, so there's plenty of time, which is great. Let's just select the right spell, recall. Go and give the rising force. And then we shall be levitating for as long as we wish. Let's go up to the skies and try to have a look about the place. Okay. Where could it be? Where might the place be that we would be wanting to get into? Well, at least there's plenty of cliffhangers about. Like always. I haven't at least explored at all into this direction, so this is completely something that we have not been in. And yeah, totally pro stats. Strats. Goodbye. Yep, goodbye. Down there. Okay. So, what then? I don't see anything over here though. Exactly. There might be something over there, which is a possibility. Maybe even something that might be worthwhile to investigate. Don't see a lot though. Is there something over there? Not really that I can see. Let's just go into this direction, I guess. Someone is attacking me though. Yeah. Goodbye. A cliffhanger. Let's go into this direction and check in here a little bit more, mayhap. That's another, like, one of those, what is it called? The one where the finger went. The what's the name? I am trying to find my finger of that thing. That propeller index. It's one of those locations, isn't it? It looks like it. Hello, Cliff Racer. I was thinking that, is it you? I think we're kind of stuck, by the way. I can't kill it, and it's below me. This is a very surprising turn of events. I'm flying with the Gerb Cliff Racer, yes. Yes. I have a nice little ride along the way. Hey, it's actually getting into my level almost. Okay, I can't go down even. Okay, well. Hey, finally. Finally, we actually managed to do that. I wonder if my levitation would have ended and he would still have been flying beneath me. What would have happened then? Have you ever tried to cast 1 sec levitation on them? No, I haven't. What would happen then? Then they would drop down? Question mark? And yes, it was very much a new pet. Surfing a cliff racer. It's quite funny. Do tell, what is gonna happen if you would cast a levitate on them? I would assume that they just would fail to... Yeah, I was thinking that they would just lose their ability to actually fly, which is kind of funny idea, that they would just lose it completely. I was thinking that I gotta deal with you because you're otherwise going to be our new surfing board. Is there anything over there? We have not actually looked through this spot, so maybe I do need to go and have a look into this area a little bit better, just in case there happens to be something, even though it doesn't necessarily look like there is anything, but still, just in case. Just in case. Yeah, don't see anything at least. So I guess I shall go into this direction. Yeah, don't see anything. At least we can be backing into this direction after all. Hello. And goodbye. But yeah, it's kind of funny then that they just lose the possibility of actually flying. They just completely, nope, I cannot fly anymore because I levitated for a moment. I lost the ability to fly. That's quite silly. I guess we'll go here somewhere. It's hard to still keep tracking exactly if you can exactly spot the location, but yeah, that was the place that we were at. Now we can just go into here and try to see if we could find something in this direction. But yeah, over there was the one place. But not like we need to go there. Yeah, and I went past here. Hello. And Longblade skill is 91, and next time when we rest we can even gain a new level up, which is quite sweet. Damn storm. That's gonna be ruining our very great visibility though. Well, let's try to be using this levitation nonetheless as long as we can to hopefully get... get to find this location, or at least explore a lot more of this place. 91, nice. Oh yeah, long blade, 91. I was thinking 91? What do you mean by this 91? But yes, the long blade skill. But We certainly haven't seen anything more than just that. The Mount Karen was over there. Thus far, we haven't seen anything else. Other than cliff racers, of course, and hangars a lot. These we have seen a lot. This place is full of these guys, who are very diseased even. Disease-ridden cliffhangers. I would think that this is going even too far, but hey, there's at least some place here. Probably not the place that we are looking for, but definitely at least have to go and check, unless it's some sort of a tomb, because there's a skeleton. But probably not the place. Ooh, it is Allah's ancestral tomb. It's exactly the place we needed. Oh, you. I think I gotta come and kill you. Because you're hanging about and you're not actually coming down, so it's a lot better option for me to actually come to you, Cliff Racer, because you're not gonna be coming to me. But okay, we found actually the location we needed to find. Nice. We were so close to it already before, to be honest, but of course when there's a lot of different hills and the like, we'll see how dangerous opponents there's gonna be in here. Probably a bit more dangerous, to be honest. Could assume so. You are Flameatronach? Question mark? Yes, you were Flameatronach. That is an Ocrillion. It's too big into this place though. This Ocrim. So it's kind of good for us. Actually. I could try to do the actually trap its soul, couldn't I? It's a pretty perfect situation to try to do that. Just don't fail casting the spell, please. And please then just succeed with actually killing it. Thank you. I like to keep that, even if there's also a Storm Atronach behind, so let's save here first, before going and risking of dying. First time that we've seen something like this. Daedra skin and Daedra heart. Lovely. I'm happy to have those. Ooh, Greater Soul Gem, Ocrim. Lovely. That is sweet. I did not like the Storm Atronach though that I saw here. Storm Atronach, you need to die before I die. If I can see you somewhere. It's uses sometimes in this visibility you completely lose where they actually are even. Let's use one quality restore health. I think I might be needing it. Because I was killing it, but I was also losing quite a lot of health. Lovely. Void Swords. Restore magic and spell absorption. Stoneflower petals. Sure. Warner Hellar's corpse. A rustic dagger. I don't know. Could that be hiding the actual dagger that is supposed to be valuable? I don't know. I'll take it just because I'm not sure if it does. It is on the corpse, so you would assume that it would be a more valuable sword and dagger than just a rusty dagger. So I have a feeling it might be that, if we don't find anything else that might fit the bill. That is. As usually have nothing else than the bone meal, but for some reason I still feel that I at least have to go and check it. But of course it might be that there's something completely different here that will fit the bill, but we'll see, we'll see. It's not going to be too big of an issue for me. Ooh no, this thing. Okay, it's not too bad. Just little clan fear is all a-okay. There's also a corpse, which just has again more bone meals for us. Okay. There's quite a bit into this place though, a lot more than to the other one. That is a lovely red candle. Daedric. That is definitely a very Daedric. I kind of feel that I want to be picking that up and put it in as a decoration into our house, because it's very flamey after all. It's very nice flamey one. color that you don't usually see, I'd say. I think there's another clan fear or something behind that door. Who's... oh, one of these things. Fine, I guess. He didn't manage to really do much to us, this hunger. That's totally nice enough. Well, dispose of the corpse because it's on the way of the urn. There's something here. Common pants. That's very useful stuff. Script jelly. Sure. I'll take some script jelly. Sure, I guess. No, I already looked into it, didn't I? Yep, okay. Nothing more in this room. I'll take the candle. Yeah. Thank you for the candle. It's something special for my house in the future. That's a little bit of a decoration. Then we do have still the one door at least there. 5 resistance. I guess I'll take it. This guy's too big here. He's on the way. Let's dispose of him. This is so dark. Do I have something that would give me some visibility for a while? Quality potion of light. I guess I'll use that. This is kind of too... okay, there's nothing here. Okay, I think that is then the dagger that we need. The rusty old dagger. I think that is exactly it. To be honest, the light is even a little bit too, like, it's too bright. And this is the guy that was supposed to have it. The Leras, I think. So, I think this is the person that we were indeed looking for. Hey, some gold. Didn't notice that first. In all of this darkness. So, I guess we should go and try to travel there. I guess. Well, in that case, I don't actually think that I can do the recall yet, though. I actually can, but I failed because I'm bad. I guess we might as well then go for a long travel somewhere and have a look around the place. Because I'm pretty sure that that was the location nonetheless that I was supposed to find. Let's get a little bit higher, so... and go for a journey somewhere into a distance. A little bit, at least. And the chat is still working, right? Because no one has said anything for a while. I'm just thinking that it is still working, right? It's not, like, broken or something. But as I said, I do have to say it's kind of interesting that you have to know to look for something like this, because otherwise it's just like, for example, a rusty dagger that isn't valuable at all. But wasn't that dangerous location? Sure wasn't. Hey, is that a place that I've been in? I guess not. Probably not. Test. Yeah, it's working. That's why I like utterance sign. No problem with Magica. Yeah. Everyone is just quiet. Yes, it's totally fine. I'm forcing myself to play Factorio. Oh, I kind of like Factorio, but haven't played it a lot yet. I was thinking of doing a let's play of it at some point, but, well, we'll see. There's so many games to play, which is the only problem. There's way too many games to play. I cannot see. Okay, there's at least a light. Hello. Hello, little location. Sure, we can come and explore this little location. Wooden door. I cannot even almost look into this little bone lord. You love Factoria, but it's only play alone. Aw. I don't know, maybe Factoria could be a game then that I should play on a stream with just other people that would be otherwise watching the stream. I don't know, maybe, but on the other hand, when I haven't played it enough, I kind of feel that first time I should just try to just learn it completely on my own and maybe do a let's play, and maybe after that play it with others too. Could be interesting. I don't know yet. I haven't decided anything about it. Surely. Other than I do like the game concept and all. Factory seems good, but yeah, it's not my kind of thing because it's a lot of work towards no goal. Don't know what it is, but I assume it's a tycoon type of game. A little bit. It's like... how to explain it? You do basically build factory, in a sense. You mine resources, you... basically, you could do everything with your hands. Like, you can mine with just the one little thing, some stone for example, or copper, and all that. You can then take it to a machine that would, for example, turn it into a copper wire, and then you could again take it yourself to some other, but you can just automate it all. You can make an automated process. Okay, we need all of these things into this thing, so that it will make, for example, new parts of this for me, and then I need this to make these things, and so on and forth. And you can automate pretty much everything, which is really, after you have done all of the automation, it does look sweet. I've done a little bit of the beginning of it, but there's a lot more to it, specifically then. The more, of course, of these things you have, it has pollution, and there are some enemy groups that will come to your factory to try to destroy it, / you, if you have a huge amount of pollution. So it's not completely something that you can just build your factory. You do have to think about the defenses a little bit too, or destroying at least some of those that would otherwise attack you. Don't remember what they were called, but nonetheless, that's basically the approximate idea. That's a very addictive game. I'm already 100 hours in my world and I'm still not done with it. Yeah, at least it's a game that is for my taste, but I just kind of... I have very few games that I go and actually play for myself anymore. Well, Civilizations, Crusader Kings 2 sometimes, and stuff like that, but... I loved and Stellaris, to be honest. A lot of those type of games I do usually do more so. Another Daedric candle, actually. I thought that those looked pretty sweet though. It's pretty unique for sure, and it does its thing very well. Yeah, it probably spent countless hours on it, yeah. And yeah, they're called biters. Alrighty. Just a little helm there, or like gloves of nothing, really. They're not worth anything or anything interesting. That's a shame. Interesting little shrine, but almost nothing in it, which is quite unfortunate. Yeah, I don't even bother putting my torch on, to be honest. This place has nothing too much of an interest to me. Nice little location, sure, but otherwise don't really require it. Okay, let's head on then into this direction. As such, one thing that I could try to do is try to find the Bunabi and those things for the Mages Guild that were somewhere over here. So sure, I'll head that way, because that is a quest that I would like to do at some point. And it's also an annoying place to try to find. For 20 euros, it's a shame not to have it in your Steam library. It might be my kind of game if I tried it, but looking at it from outside, it's not that attractive. Yeah, I'd say it's less attractive when you just look into it from the outside, because, like, I was originally thinking that I don't know if I'll care that much about it. It's not visually that beautiful game or some sorts, but I did have fun with it when I tried it a little bit, and I think I would like to do a let's play of it. It's just that there's so many games to play. Hey, my medium armor skill at least increased. Hey, I found a Daedric place. Not Daedric. Tumor ruins. I love Tumor ruins. Oh, Nüschlechtig. Upper level. Totally. I love that name. Easy to say. We'll have to give it a look. I got only about 6 euros on my Steam though. Well, no hurry in that. I also, the game that I've now started to play, that I should upload an episode pretty soon, Test of Pattern, is the Into the Breach. It's not something that is going to be a really long Let's Play, but I've certainly had fun with it thus far that I started to play this week. Games like Prison Architect and now RimWorld do get me easily hooked, and I never expected that to happen. Yeah, like, I love those games myself too, RimWorld and Prison Architect. They are very addictive for me too, for sure. Nothing in these little chambers. But yeah, I love those games with Sinekko, for sure. But that's just those type of things have always been sort of my thing. Interesting test chambers. That's not pleasant. Why do you do such a thing to me? Sniff, sniff. It's killing me. Slowly but surely, it's just killing me. Well, it depends. Like, it's definitely, Into the Breach is definitely not for everyone, I would say. But, Archchungstrums is my favorite name of the three runs. Yeah, it's quite of a name, I gotta say. I don't think that Into the Breach would definitely be for everyone, but I like all sort of tactical games, so I enjoy it. I can't speak for anyone else, of course, in any way. And hello, says DB, welcome here too. If you like RimWorld, you should like Factory as well. And how are you, says DB? Hopefully well. Interesting. Is there a certain order that I should do these in? Maybe. It's very interesting when you can nonetheless, after all, click into this. Cranks. So I kind of have a feeling that maybe they do mean something specifically. And the old... Damn it. Okay, yeah, I think that there has to be some certain order I should have this in. I'm not sure what they are supposed to do if I would have them in some certain order, but... The crank seems to be stuck. Oh. I gotta heal myself, otherwise I'm about to die. Can I do this again? No. I wonder. Oh, there is more to this location. I was just like completely just thinking I gotta test these things out. I don't know. Is there something special with this? This is kind of broken. That's why it did that. That's broken too. This is not broken and that's why it didn't do it. But it is stuck now, which is unfortunate. Interesting. But yeah, nonetheless, let's go explore more of it. Lower levels. No enemies thus far. Well, just as I say it, there is an enemy. Goodbye, enemy. Lovely lava pool here, and another enemy, of course. Hello to you. Lava pool. So, I cannot see into here, so maybe I should be getting my torch up. And maybe the other sword. There is still the battle music though. So then I would have to wonder where does that battle music come from exactly. Because there is definitely still a battle music. Okay, let's go here then I guess. I wonder why there was a battle music over there. Well, Your journal has been updated. I found Anne Svendu's body. So I did. Senilia's report. Okay. What's this? Okay. Nucleatic excavation report 11. Our excavation have turned up little in these last few days. I have found nothing new in the ruins. Everything seems as clean and undisturbed as the day we first opened the outer doors. I know there are unexplored depths. I can feel massive tumor machinery still running beneath my feet, even as I write this, but I can find no way to get to it. You must not give up on us for a lack of results this soon, Edwina. Who was Edwina? I've heard that name. She was someone. I'm sure a great discovery lies somewhere below. Was he in the Mages Guild? I think at least one Edwina was in the Mages Guild. I guess there was a rap battle somewhere, who knows? Your character just becomes nervous and hears battle music in normal life situation now. And here's battle music in normal life situation now, yeah. The rap battle, totally. That's why there was the battle music. And yeah, just started to become so nervous. Battle music everywhere. If only the secret of Bath's Wall were not lost nearly a generation ago. With a few of those precious scrolls, I would be in the lower levels already where the real discoveries are to be made. There is some good news. I have also discovered that Zuleft, you were looking for. Apparently, Zuleft is the proper name for the large tumor ruins south of Dagonfell. Be careful not to confuse them with the ruins of the Jardark nearby. Interesting. The last of the tumor centurion spiders in the upper levels was finally disabled and dismantled for study. I wish we could study them while they are still active, but that is far too dangerous. I also heard a strange story about the centurion spider that we captured and sent back to Cyrondil. The ship captain I hired wrote to me with an odd story. He said that the spider nearly broke through its gates several times while near Fadenwell. But once he left the sea of coast, the centurion suddenly stopped working. What happened next shows that he had more wits than I gave him credit for. He ordered the ship turned around, and as they approached Wadenville again, the centurion began moving just as suddenly. This is a curious phenomena, and it certainly deserves more investigation. Your service, Senilus Gladys Ursus. That is interesting. It's like when you go to public place and see a random crew of people and battle music starts to play in your head. Or is it just me? Totally. See, random crew of people. Mortal Kombat theme. That's totally normal. Yep, totally normal. Everyone has those moments. At least we do. Okay, there's one more of you guys though. But that was interesting information, however. Like, these become inactive if they would be tried to be taken away from Morrowind, but then are again active if they come back to Morrowind Island. That is very interesting. So what sort of a machinery there is that is actually keeping them active? Very good question. Well, I'll take that. And that, but not that. I do not require any scrap metals. Emerald, sure. Emerald. Some ash shells, sure. Don't need those. Nothing on the shelf. Is there anything in the closet? Well, there is a Jinx sword. I guess I'll pick it up. It's just a thing that I always... Oh, there's the stuff. I can pick it up, right? Hey. Hanging gardens. Interesting. So does this have something? Hanging gardens of Wasting Corridale. Yeah, I wonder what happened to Edwimmer exactly too. This book was apparently written in Trumer and translated to Altmeris. Only fragments of the Altmeris is readable, but it may be enough for a scholar of Altmeris to translate fragments of other Trumer books. Guide Altmer Estral led with food flames for the town center where lighted the quadrangular gardens. Ask the Foundation and saints and vessels their naming places. Why they did not use solid sound to teach escape from the earth bones nor nourish them with frozen flames. The world I shall have once written of, this art, or our lesser cousin speaks of when their admirable ignorance. But neither words nor experience cleanses the essence of the strange and terrible ways of defying our ancestors' transient rules. Just one more. The translation ends with a comment in Trumer in a different hand, which you can translate. Put down your ardent cutting cloves, Nift. Your Altmeris has the correct words, but they cannot be properly misinterpreted. Funny. Funny thing. Oh, locks. And a trap. Sure, I'll deal with those. In just a moment, sure. Yes, good. Everything looks true. Then we just gotta be opening these things. Sure, probe. Yay, security increased. And lockpick. Where's my lockpick? There's one lockpick. Yeah, it is a name. I don't know how to exactly try to pronounce it, but yeah. Ancient Trumer Dorky. But where? Where is this ancient Dorky? Excellent question. I have no answers to this. Huh? I got some sort of ancient Dorky. Wherever it's supposed to exactly go is then an excellent question. A lot of rust stuff. Yes. Excellent way to put it. South Pole is a little bit mayhap. There is definitely languages that are a lot more like that. Hey, there's an upper level. Ooh, perfectly. I got a levitation already on. Oh, you are way too bad. Okay. I would need either rest or definitely some healing potions or some other resistances to be able to deal with that. I don't even recall anything like that. For sure, because that had a very weird face on it. Which things I did already? Did I think I picked up the book already, or did I? I hope I did. And yes, that was a very quick death from me. Did I pick up the key? I guess I can easily check if I can get to this. Yeah, I have unlocked both of these chests. Yes. So, I have everything. From here, that is. So, how to try to deal with that thing upstairs? I guess that's why I was in the battle. It must have seen me at some point. And yeah, just a little whoops. Okay, so how to deal with that thing? It even looked very strange to me. I didn't recall anything of the like before, but maybe I've never stumbled upon this before, ever, previously. Maybe. It's not like I can say. Let's see. How much do I heal from this? Very little. Let's just use the other one too. At least then. Slowly healing. Extremely slowly. But as I said, this is the kind of the reason why levitation sometimes can be a little bit of a problem on the other hand, because, or this levitation, I cannot exactly go and just sleep. So, is there something else I can very well do? I can do definitely those then when I need to. Sure, let's fortify health, maybe a little bit. It's only 15 to 45 seconds though, so maybe I shouldn't have used it yet, but already done now. Okay, normal restore health. That's definitely what I'm looking for, to be in as good of a health as I can be before going in there. I actually yeah, my levitation actually just stopped. So I guess I will go here and sleep before trying to go there then. Kind of a shame though. Our levitation is over, but I definitely won't leave here before I go and try to explore that area to the end. Well, at least we can get some more intelligence, but yeah, my strength increase is way higher. But yeah, willpower too. Definitely those. I didn't read the... Okay, I want to load, because I actually usually like to actually read that stuff. Like my level up stuff. What did it exactly say? And then I completely... No, I'm actually ignoring completely that I could be reading this. Yes, I was sure that I saved before going and resting. So let's just rest. And heal. So, you have ascended to level 14. Today, you wake up full of energy and ideas, and you know somehow that overnight everything has changed. What a difference a day makes. Totally, very much so. Very big difference. So, let's just do that quickly. Okay. So, how do I try to deal with this situation? It's kind of a very good question. I can easily do a levitate for myself for just a moment to try to get there. But I can't say that I think that that's necessarily going to be quite enough. I wonder which sword is better. This does do the resist magicka, so that's probably better. Probably better. And what else? What else could we try to do other than just have some magic resistance, I guess? Let's do a quick save again, and then I'll do the magic resistance and just try to use the quality, restore health and the like when need be, or when we can. You are a strange looking thing. I can't kill you. The problem is that you're also very much killing me. Obviously enough. I don't know if one quality restore health is gonna be enough, so I'll just use at least the restore health too. I hate you when you go away from me. Far. Ugh. Shock Centurion. Well, at least I got some more scraps. Not exactly excellent. This is a... there is something more over there. Not a lot. I'll take those. Some more rubies. And yeah, nice. Though, well, that guy definitely was more difficult. Glass Viper Sword and a torch is what I would prefer in my hand again. Okay. Yeah, its head definitely looks different. Yeah, I was thinking that there's probably not a lot in here, but still. Had to come and explore. Raw ebony. Too much raw ebonies. So, that's all I think that is in here. At least. So, it doesn't exactly answer where the door key is supposed to go. Yes. Does not answer as a question that I have. Where does the tumor door key go? It might go into the completely different area though that the note mentioned. There was a note that mentioned the completely different tumor ruins. So it might be the one that it mentioned that is a really big place. Maybe. Or something completely different. Who knows? I definitely do not. Well, let's just go outside of this place first. No need to be here. Actually, I didn't ever open this door. So let's just check this too. Okay, I I never even came here, even though these are probably the other people that were investigating this area, these ruins and everything. So, kind of funny. Oh well, hey, I found them now. Hello, what do you want? Do you know anything about hanging gardens? Some words should be shared only by our friends. Do you want gold? You're too kind, Feelings Directly. Do you want some gold? I'll see what I can be done. Frankly, all this study bores me. If you insist on talking about wars, you should talk with my father. You're not even useful.
Greetings.
Senilias Cariasus. Hello. Did you find Anes Svendu? Did you get the excavation report? I might have gotten the excavation report. You didn't even ask me about to go and find the Anes Svendu because I just completely ignored you guys here because I didn't know you were here. So Anes Svendu, I feared he might be dead. This is terrible news. I should never have let him explore the ruins alone. Did you find the excavation report? Oh, so you only care about the excavation report. You found the report. Delivered to Edwina Elbert in Aldrun. Yes, it is definitely the one Mages Guild person that also we did at least some other quests too before. I will continue my work here. Now that the lower levels are open, perhaps we can make more discoveries here. In honor of our deceased colleague, Anes Vendu. Totally. So, do you happen to know anything about the Hanging Gardens? This book is written in both Fumer and Altmeris. If you can find a scholar who can read Altmeris, this might well be the translation key we've been looking for. This is a very exciting discovery. I only wish Anes Vendu could share it with us. Interesting. Then we might be able to understand Fumer a little bit more. Sweet. So, do you have anything interesting over here, though? In the meantime, let me just go and have a peek around. And very much indeed, clever bastards. It's a flint. I don't need to take their flint. What are they gonna drink if I just take all of their flint too? And this is one more of this type of interesting machineries. One big machine. I guess we don't need to be going there, but yeah, okay. Well, I just completely missed these guys here, and then I was okay, I found some guy. Some dead guy on the ground and all that. Okay, well, that's all done. Okay, then we are outside again. So, should I continue on this exploration, or should I be heading somewhere else, is the question. Let's see, where am I on the world map? I have a long long way to the Marandusto. My voice is even going apparently, for a little bit at least. But anyways, I have a long way to go to Marandusto, so I think I'm not interested to try to go there right now. Unless I found this location, which is nice. So I guess we could return to Molak Mar. This is not the right spell. I should rest so that I could actually get my magic back. Hello, Scrip. How are you doing? Yeah, get something to drink, I guess I should, but it's fine. If I don't mean to be continuing to stream that much longer. What should we do next anyways? That's an excellent question. I just came to do completely random exploration here. Completely random exploration. We could either go and try to continue more with the Telvanni. Actually, I remember what we need to go and do. I need to go and try to take the rusty old dagger to the shrine over here. I think I want to try to do it right now, to be honest, because it would be very interesting to know if it is that thing. And yeah, random exploration is always good. It's a good change of space, of course, always. Okay, good night, Dummy095, and have fun as well. And glad you were here. What's in some Morrowind? So good night, sweet dreams. See you some other time, mayhap. Friday night. Is it safe to think we're all knackered? Mayhap. Okay, but yeah, that's what I want to do. So first, recall us into civilization, mayhap. I said recall us to civilization. Don't fail at recalling us. Fine. Let's sleep then more, so that we could actually be getting somewhere. Well, goodbye, whoever was attacking me. It's kind of funny. Like, okay, that thing just wanted to pop up on top of this whole thing. Like, there's one other window which I usually use to switch this around, and then sometimes for no apparent reasons it decides to come on top of the Morrowind, and then it seems like almost Morrowind would be crashing even though it isn't. But anyways, so Vivek, it's gonna be a long journey.
Where would you like to go?
Somewhere that isn't here. Yeah, take me to Palamora. I need to get the Kneeses.
We make a special
Know the
trip
feeling.
just for you. Say no.
Travel to Altrune. And then travel some more.
Where would you like to go?
Ah, lovely looking though. I love how this place looks in the sunset. Or is it dawn? I don't know. Yeah, it's actually dawn. Oh hey, morning is coming up and everything. Beautifully. Through the mountains and everything. Okay, but you, who is too close to me to be comfortable. Because after all, I'm a Finn and I like my personal space, but fine, be too close to me. Just take me to a new location. At least this guy has this, like, this guy wants to be keeping his distance to me because he wants to be all the way down and under this full Steel Strider. So I got plenty of distance. I'm even on top of them, which could be understood in many ways to be on top of them, but you know. Okay, so that way is the place I want to go. But anyways, just random talking to a little bit. Don't be on my way, thank you very much, Sir Ochre. Or Orc, actually, yes. And then just be heading this way. Finn needs plenty of personal space, but is too embarrassed to move future. Yep, totally. Like, I would like my personal space, but fine then. I don't wanna be... I'm kind of uncomfortable feeling already, so I would feel that I might make it even more uncomfortable if I would go and step away from you, weird person, or ask the other one to take a step back. Yep. Totally. Hello, you. Let's go. Are you a enemy Quar or are you an okay Quar? Who knows? I shall just be going on my way. This way. It's not that long way, at least. You don't want to make the other person to feel like they did something wrong. Yep, that's the thing too. Absolutely. Just get on top there, thank you very much. We are very close to the location that we are trying to get to. Not there yet, but very close, very close. I should probably try to cast the water walking so that we can easier get to exactly the place. I think it's there. Is it? Well, or was it here actually? No, those are cool. Alt velocity. I think it's here because we have explored this area. After all, so I think it was somewhere around here. Yeah, there's the Twimmer ruins, so it's here. Approximately. So, then just a little bit of a water walking. Yay. Not necessarily need for boots of blinding speed, but of course they could come in handy too. That building looks actually interesting too. I don't remember that building here. I haven't certainly visited that. I guess we could visit it now. It looks like a Telvanni building, all alone here in the middle of nowhere, which is very interesting. Not her long blade skill. I just increase my long blade skill always. What are you? What is this building here? Abandoned houseboat. So it seems. Aww. That's such a shame. This could be a perfect location to go and build another lovely Telvanni tower, and it's just all abandoned here. That is so unfortunate and sad. Oh, hello. I'll take your stuff. Abandoned and lonely. Hello, Nick Sound. Hello, second Nick Sound. I'd take it. It's a little bit small though. It's a little bit small. Are you sure that you wouldn't maybe hit your head into the roof or something? Okay, there's the location we want to get to. I think I don't water walk anymore, so we need to cast a spell again to be able to get here. Hopefully there's not a lot more enemies over there, because I would just like to be actually getting into our destination and then be heading off, mayhap. So that is evil thing. I don't like it. So let's at least prepare a little bit before going and trying to attack it. Plant fear. Not too dangerous now, but still not the nicest either, I'd say. Take all. I'm happy to take a dead heart, though. I'd crawl around the house. Okay, well, if that's totally fine with you, I guess that's good. You made a sound, and you seem to be a little bit stuck, so I guess I'll just go into here in the meantime. Like I do anyways. You always just have to be crawling around? That seems very sad. Very, very sad to be just like forced to always just crawl around the place. Okay. Now we can get down. Though unfortunately there is no Detra. I have a business with your prince. So why couldn't you just like go away from my way and let me go? Ebony sword. Why do you have to have an ebony sword? As soon I can't be picking anything more up anyway, so that's great. That is just lovely. Absolutely great. I'm a down-to-earth person. Yes. Is there someone else here? I guess there might be. I don't know where exactly, but I could assume there is. Yeah, there is definitely, because there's one running right there. I kind of don't wanna fight you, but I know I have to. At least I was able to get you down once. I shouldn't have this torch in hand anyways in here then anymore, but I guess that was fine. So let's just get this back in hand in the meantime. Dwarven war axe. You had just a dwarven short blade. That's fine, I don't need those. So that's ungratefulness to loot. Yes, very much so. So ungrateful, even though I'm doing a favor for their prince, sort of. Your journal has been updated. I have returned to the shrine of the Mehrunes Dagon with what I believe was once Mehrunes' razor. It doesn't seem to be the weapon of legend anymore. It is rusted and dull, and unfit for use. Very much so.
You found my razor. Good. Can you feel its hunger?
Can you feel its frustration? Now I will make it again what it once was, what it shall always be. Draw a line of blood across the land in the name of Mehrunes Dagon.
Well, we got Mehrunes' razor. It was indeed the rusty blade, though. So, where is it? Exactly, there's the Mehrunes' razor. Value 5000, cast when strike. Disintegrates armor, weakness to poison, and poison. It's a nice blade. Unfortunately, it's a short blade, so it's not exactly what we use, normally speaking. But it's interesting. It's very good for something that has a lot of armor. Hey, at least it's done. We completed our task for Daedric Prince. Which is not necessarily a good thing, but hey, it's done. Okay, so what then? It's like, okay, now we completed this little task, then we complete this little task. What should we do then? And I do not know the answer. Well, hey, I guess this might be one place to be ending today too. As sus, I guess. Maybe useful for shaving face. Maybe, as sus, in all honesty. We do need it to be able to groom our beard. To be very good and all that. Very, very classy beard after all. So, I think it's gonna be very useful for that purpose. Complete just for the sake of completing them. Well, as sus, couldn't we almost say the same about any video game? Or anything of like completing for the sake of completing? But yeah, I think I will be ending here for today, for tonight. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Also later on in YouTube. And otherwise then, continue next Friday then. Alrighty. Thank you for watching. I shall see you next time.